Welcome. Game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. On our sideline, you look at the Bulls. So, Coach, we'll see how they stack up against their opponents stylistically. Matchups play, as you know, a huge role in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's so much unknown coming into game one of a series. These teams are going to be learning each other's tendencies and habits on the fly.
They get it back from outside the arc, and Kerr is good for three.
So good at working off the ball. Kerr knows how to get him.
And that one drops.
Such a gifted offensive player. He can hurt you. A variety of ways. He's a headache for opposing defenses.
To the inside. And Malone with the stuff.
And that's how you use the pick and roll. Malone finds some space after setting the screen.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Armstrong passes to Purdue. And it's Malone with the rebound. Kerr with it. Now guarded by Jordan. Back to Webb. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, if they're going to try to get back and even the score in this one, playing soft defense like that is not the recipe.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, there was a serious lack of rim protection on that play for sure.
And for a coach, there's nothing more maddening than allowing wide open looks at the rim.
And Chicago has possession, following the bucket by the Bucks. And here's Harper from the arc. The rebound by Purdue. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Webb against Armstrong. Back to Webb. There's a screen. Makes it off the glass.
Doesn't matter if he's 5'7". Spud Webb loves the challenge.
The Bulls off to a slow start. 7-point differential. Armstrong kicks to Pippen. Armstrong passes to Jordan. Shoots over Harper. And another miss by Chicago.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Krystkowiak powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things. Things over.
Here we go, Chicago.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Pippen can certainly handle the ball, showing you really need to pay attention.
Webb with it. Down low. Here's Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
You know, their offense has looked a little more tied together, more cohesive when compared to the opposition, which is why they're shooting a better percentage.
Yeah, and give the coaching staff credit for how they are guiding this team, getting the guys to run their plays.
Here's Jordan, following the bucket by the Bucks. 6 to shoot. It's Pippen with the drive over Kerr. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Webb. Over to the left wing. Pocket 6. Malone a screen on Armstrong. Webb the pass to Malone. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Jordan. Shakes him. Rebound, Malone. Malone's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Kicks it out to Kerr. Shoots over Jordan. Kerr's shot is good. Kerr's got 5. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Boy, you really feel for him. Just a tough break right there. Could happen to anybody, as we well know.
Yeah, these guys put a lot of effort into protecting and maintaining their bodies, but you never know what's going to happen in the game.
Chicago with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Pippen. Jordan left side. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Malone. Here's Shades. Now, here is Webb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Harper. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now, here is Jordan. Shoots over Harper. A shot by Jordan, no good.
And right now, I think he's ready for this quarter to be over.
I don't know if I've ever seen him this cold. Rough quarter indeed.
Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Bucks leading by 9. And here is Webb. Malone is screen on Armstrong. Webb dishes to Malone. And it's slammed in by Malone.
From the tip, this team has flexed its muscles and shown its dominance.
What a start, particularly on the offensive end.
Armstrong kicks to Pippen. To the paint. Here's Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Scores the ball so well. Grant requires sticky defense, as you see there.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Man, they're just bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there.
No good on the second free throw.
You know, Grant's a guy who, in my mind, understands the art and science of rebounding better than almost anybody else. It's about more than a physical battle to him.
Here's Shades. Hasn't made one yet. Webb the pass to Malone. Stolen by Grant. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player. Outstanding at knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
Webb against Armstrong. Kerr outside. Here's Jordan. Up and in on the layup. 6 points for Michael.
You know, this is why Jordan is such an effective scorer. Picks his spots really well inside.
Down low, here's Malone, and Malone with the stuff.
He doesn't pass up any opportunity to throw it down.
Oh, no. And once you give him space to take off, he goes for it.
Slamming it down with one hand, too. Love the ferocity.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Purdue. Hodges comes in for Pippen. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. Paxson kicks to Grant. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's speed.
This is exactly where Grant, I think, is most...
Paxson against Webb. And then Malone with the dunk.
That's one way to build this lead.
Yep, showtime, Clark, and a real important hoop.
You want to extend that lead.
Paxson outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Operating inside at close range, Paxson with a nice touch on that inside shot.
Here's Kerr, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Kerr's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And when you're guarding him, you've got to fight over the top.
Lock and trail around the screen and deny the perimeter shot.
Pass to Grant. Fires from 18. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Grant has the ability to knock down jump shots now. Very comfortable from this distance.
They set the pick. Here's Kerr for 3. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Jumping all over them right from the tip-off. They now have a double-digit advantage.
They look like the more confident team so far. This is why they've grabbed such a substantial lead so fast.
And the shot goes in.
The points coming in bunches here. Where's the D?
Some great scorers on both sides. It's just that type of a game so far.
Count that one.
And when Kerr gets hot, it's a challenge trying to slow him down. He's got it going on.
Paxson against Webb. Pass to Williams. And here is Jordan. Over Harper. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Williams. Jordan's got 10.
You trust him and expect him to make those mid-range jumpers, especially against loose defense like that.
And timeout called by Bernard Moon. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Bucks leading by 8. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
The Bulls shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Now here's Paxson. They get it again. King. And he jams it with authority.
This team expects King to come up with those hustle plays. A tremendous team-first guy.
Here's Connor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that was a foul. No question about it.
He deserved to go to the line after that hit.
The Bucks have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. Pippen's checked in for Chicago. Here is Hodges. Still without a basket. Pass to Paxson. And Hodges kicks to Pippen. Six on the shot clock. Goes back up. Williams gets the bucket.
The story of their offense so far has been just that, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the inside. And the layup is good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Nice pass right there from him. That's putting the team first.
Throws it up high. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Just another layer to Scottie Pippen's game. His ability to create for his teammates.
Connor. To the wing on the left. Now Pippen. There's a screen by Williams. Launches it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Milwaukee in control with the 9-point lead. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Their offense has been running really well thus far. Off to a good start.
And that's so important. Finding shots right away and getting things going.
Now, here's Paxson. Shoots over Henson. No good from Paxson. Bucks leading by 9. Inside. Here's Gray.
Oh!
Uh-oh, that dunk was filthy.
Pippen with it. To the left wing. A 3. Here's Williams. The rebound by the Bucks. To the inside. Here's Grayer. Some solid defense from Pippen.
And the defense was ready for that. They know he's a threat at the rim and swarmed him on that layup.
Here's King. And the Bulls with another miss. This offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Everybody sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you really hard to defend. Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside Williams. Outside Pippen. Off the left rim and out. Milwaukee leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Henson. Williams with the block.
That's called protecting the rim, folks. What a play.
Pass to Pippen. Here is Hodges. No scoring in this one. Here's Paxson. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
The lead pass, executing one, takes a high basketball IQ.
Here's Connor. Pass to Ruland. Shot from 16. They grabbed their own miss. Chicago making a switch here. Holmes checked in.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the quarter.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Cunningham. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
A on the attack.
I agree. The defense has to shut the door on those kinds of shots if they want to turn this around.
Stolen away. Duncan scanning the floor. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Jordan's checked in for the Bulls. And then for Milwaukee, Steve Kerr is checked in for Cunningham. Harper comes in for Duncan. And it's Webb in for Henson. Bulls trail by 13. Paxson kicks to Williams. Back to Paxson. Puts one up from 19. And that one's good by Pippen. Pippen's got his second basket of the night.
Nice shot off the catch there. Pippen shows you a little bit of everything every night.
Paxson against Webb. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Paxson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. To the paint. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
That's one way to build this lead.
Yep, showtime, Clark, and a real important hoop.
You want to extend that lead.
Pippen kicks to Williams. Pass to Jordan. Now King. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. King's got 6.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Webb against Paxson. Now, here is Webb. Defense right on him.
Well, we know he's got great peripheral and court vision, and he's passing the ball tonight extremely well.
Yeah, he's keeping everyone involved and making life much easier for his teammates.
Williams passes to King. It's Jordan, top of the key. Shoots from the high post. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And once Jordan gets rolling, you're done. Because he's relentless in how he continues to attack.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Bucks. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. And for a team that's gearing up for the playoffs, this could make things very difficult going forward. Kevin?
Good information, David. We'll be thinking of him, Clark.
For sure. The injury changes their rotation quite a bit, Kevin.
Yeah, you said it.
And it's really tough to replace his contributions.
Here's Pippen after the basket by Milwaukee. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, Pippen gets the bucket and is going to shoot the and one. Excellent concentration there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So for the Bulls, Purdue, he's checked in for King. Grant comes in for Williams.
One shot.
And Armstrong subbed in for Paxson.
Points, assists. Rebounds, defense. Scottie Pippen gives your team all of that. Every team really wants a guy like him.
Here's Gray. 6 points for him. Here's Shays, and he tucks it home.
Fantastic.
Shoots from the elbow. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
I think Jordan could do this all day long. I mean, the mid-range area is a very comfortable area for him.
And timeout called by Bernard Moon. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Bucks making a change here. Malone's checked in. Here's Webb. Down low. And here we go. Jordan. Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo!
And here is Webb. Inside. Here's Malone. It's all in by the Bulls. Purdue's got 4 rebounds in this game. Michael Jordan glides in for 2 at the other end.
Using his tremendous strength and body control. Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
Pass to Kerr, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Got a hand on it, but just couldn't quite reel it in.
But you love the activity there. Putting in the effort and keeping the offense honest.
And stolen by Jordan. And another fast break chance here for the Bulls. Here we go. Armstrong gets the bucket.
I've always liked the feel for the game that Scottie Pippen has. He's a dynamic passer, folks.
Bucks leading by 4. To the paint, intercepted. And here's the fast break. Good on the shot. Pippen's got 9 points.
Nice touch on the point-blank range make.
Now Webb. Pass to Harper. Malone a screen on Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Kerr. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. He's got 13.
Probably the greatest rebounder we've ever seen. Malone excels at patrolling the offensive glass.
Pass to Jordan. Purdue against Kerr. Purdue, no luck. The Bucks have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Stolen by Grant. It's Pippen with the drive, and it's Pippen with the jam.
Oh, I love when Pippen attacks the rim. Nobody better at throwing it down with a fearless, take some of this attitude.
Picked his pocket. Jordan looking it over, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
An unfortunate misfire, just dishing the ball straight out of bounds.
And timeout called by Bernard Moon. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. John Paxson, he's checked in for Pippen. Here's Webb. Mike, one more assist, he'll be in double digits.
Yeah, you love his court vision and the way he can get it into tight areas.
Chicago trailing here. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Grant on the wing. He's got 5. That ties it up. And that's now 20 points for Jordan.
Good find there by Grant. He's a really solid decision maker who plays within himself and within his role.
Kerr outside. Fires for 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, I'd like to see this. Will Purdue looking to score. I mean, he's really good at getting into the contact and drawing the foul.
He misses the free throw.
Your goals, Will Purdue. Shooting 2.
So he comes up empty at the line. Milwaukee leading by 3. Pass to Kerr. Latrey. Rebound by the Bulls. Purdue's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Paxson passes to Purdue. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Paxson's got 3 assists tonight. 1:57 left here in the second. Armstrong against Webb. Grayer, the pass to Kerr. Misses the 3. And Chicago shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. And here's Malone. He'll bring it out for Milwaukee. Outside Harper. Pass to Malone. And here's Kerr. He's covered by Grant. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Armstrong. Now Purdue, defended by Kerr. Fades away. Purdue, no luck. Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Drills the 3-pointer.
He can shoot it. Kerr won't light up the scoreboard, but he makes a ton of the shots he takes.
Now here's Jordan. 20 points for him. Grant on the wing.
Bucks foul. Grayer. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Jordan. Close range, Michael Jordan.
Pretty easy around the cup. He'll convert that most every time.
Webb with it. Kerr outside. No good on the 3.
That might as well be a layup if you give him that much space.
You have to do a better job of taking away space from him, especially when he's lining up at a three.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
What I like about Paxson is that he knows his role, doesn't play outside of himself.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Purdue with a screen on Malone. 5 to shoot. From about 16. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Bucks on top. They're up by 1. Live from Chicago Stadium. You're watching 2K Sports. Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
I don't think there's any question about it. The coach talked to them at halftime about what adjustments they need to make in order to slow him down and keep him from going off.
Yeah, he really torched them in the first half. I'm sure a lot of their focus will be on slowing him down in the second.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. The Bulls shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. For the lead. Offensive rebound. Here's Armstrong. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside Harper. Malone tries again, and the layup is up and in. Malone's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Milwaukee.
Huge night for Malone, one of the most dominant players in the league. Moses can simply overwhelm you.
To the inside, Purdue, and slam dunk by Purdue.
Absolutely merciless.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Grab against Armstrong. Kerr outside. There's the screen. Fires from the wing. It's all in by the Bulls.
Really good position defensively and a really good shot contest, too.
Couldn't have played it any better.
Run the floor, and that's what you get. You get rewarded with easy buckets.
Great to push the pace and see what happens.
And timeout called by Bernard Moon. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Put your hands together